We're in a brand new Pokemon market that hasn't been seen in years. If you're familiar with investing terms with either stocks or crypto, we are in what we call a bull market. You have bull markets and bear markets. Bear markets, prices are kind of falling, just kind of staying stagnant. Bull markets, prices are going up. People are buying, more people are coming in, and that's exactly what we're in. We're in what I want to call a Pokemon boom. The last boom that we saw in the hobby is really when I started getting back into the investing side of things was COVID 2019, 2020. And what caused that boom was more outside influencers. We had a big like craze of opening old packs, the first edition stuff. Logan Paul is the one I remember, especially him doing all his box breaks and stuff like that. He's pulling a lot of views, bringing a lot of people back into Pokemon, and that was the last big boom. This boom, though, there's not really an outside factor like that. There's nothing, crazy on the YouTube side of things or social media causing this boom, other than just more people getting into the hobby. And I guess social media does have a factor to it. I do think I'm seeing more like investing channels pop up. They're getting more views. TikToks, I'm seeing a lot of TikToks now, and that's my algorithm. But I still think it's just overall gaining popularity. And Surging Sparks is a prime example of that. I think even Twilight Masquerade and Stellar Crown are examples of that. Like both Twilight Masquerade and Stellar Crown are a bit older, or I mean, they're not older, but older than Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions that we're going to talk about later. Both of those sets got a lot more hype than I thought they would, just because more people are coming in, more people are, buying sealed product up or just buying product to open in general. And at least I think more people on the, more people my age are starting to buy sealed product than there was a year ago. So I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing Surging Sparks sold out already before it's even released, while we're seeing booster boxes listed at $150 before release. And that's part of my theory. I also want to talk about the upcoming Prismatic Evolutions because there's big stuff on that. Everybody's going to be talking about that. But I also wanted to just, talk about this boom that we're seeing here, because I'm seeing in a lot of comment sections of people like wanting to just wait out the storm. And, you might be able to do that, but usually, or at least in the past, this boom wasn't just like a 2-week period. You're going to be waiting for a long time. And at that point, I don't know that you're really going to get much gain. Like, if you wait for a Surging Sparks reprint, sure, you might not have to pay $150 for them. You may be able to pay, $130 or something, but I don't think it's going to get reprinted to the point where it goes back down to $100, unless they just absolutely fire it into the ground. However, it's already getting overshadowed by Prismatic, and that just got announced today. Maybe if you wait for Surging Sparks, I'm not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do necessarily. If you haven't bought it, I would say you just try to find deals right now, personally. There's still TikToks, shops that you can buy them for $125, $130-ish. I think that's a good purchase price at that point. Definitely not, or definitely better than $150. But a market like this can definitely cause a lot of fear of missing out, or FOMO, as we like to call it. And I don't think that you should necessarily just sit out on the sidelines and wait for this, kind of popularity rise to pass over. However, you definitely shouldn't FOMO and just start buying stuff because fear of missing out, pretty much. Just FOMO. Stick to your guns, stick to what you think is good investments. Don't listen too much at what people are saying, even me, even other channels, just because there are some people, I do believe there are some channels that are genuinely just trying to drive up the market of Surging Sparks. Some of them are saying so many good things about it and like never have any cons of anything. I think they are trying to drive up market and just kind of make the thing soar even higher than it is already. So then maybe once it fully releases, they can just sell right away. I don't know. I mean, if you pre-ordered Surging Sparks when it first dropped, you can definitely sell right away and make easy gains. I mean, you buy a case, you can sell half the case and get pretty much a box for free at that point. So maybe that's what people are trying to do. That's just scummy, but the game's the game. So here we are in Pokemon Center, and these literally just got dropped today, this morning, and there's already a purchase limit of 2. The purchase limit was 4 earlier. I did not even see these until the limit was already 2, but I saw on some other videos the purchase limit was 4. Now, I'm going to try to get my hands on as many of these as possible. I already pre-ordered my 2, and I think I'm going to get my brother to pre-order 2 to send to his house, because I already tried It lets you add them to cart. You can go through the checkout and then it just tells you an error if you try to buy more than 2. Hello, it's me from the future. I recorded this video yesterday. It's being posted the day after I recorded it. And the same day I recorded it, these boxes sold out. So ignore my whole rant about how you can only get 2 and you should buy them before they're out, because they're already out. Hopefully, I mean, I kind of do hope they restock, because I got my 2, but I really want to make my brother order another 2 for me. However, who knows? It's the Pokemon Center boxes. They've never been restocked. Being sold out 2.5 months before release is insane. Day 1, they were up for like 6 hours. There's no way they don't have more. Like, how did those get bought up so fast? I don't know. But yeah, just want to throw that in here because they're gone. We hardly even know much about this other than the promos and some of the cards. But the hype's probably just, around the fact that Evolving Skies was the last like evolution set, and it's the best modern day set. This one is a specialty set, right? It's a specialty set, so there's not gonna be any booster boxes unless I'm confused. But either way, I love the Pokemon Center boxes. Anyway, this EV card is gonna be a banger card, just like the Pikachu and Snorlax that we've seen. Same as any other box, but what's interesting is that it's already purchase limit of 2, and they might sell out within the first week of releasing, and this thing does not drop until mid-January 2025. That's insane. Here's a nice article on PokeBeach about the whole thing. Now, I'm not going to go too into detail because there's going to be 200 other videos on this today. The main highlights here: the 2 reverse holo cards are coming back, the Pokeballs and Master Balls. Hopefully this is in English. It doesn't really say. It doesn't really confirm that, but hopefully it is English. I think they will make it English. The team at Pokemon probably thinks they fumbled not doing these in English with 151, but it didn't matter because 151 was so amazing anyways. But these would be really cool in this set. You got some products here. Yeah, you got the binder collection, which will be pretty sought after once this releases. The Pokemon 151 binder collection did pretty good. Poster collection again with the 3 original evolutions, pretty cool. And then you got some sticker collections, some tins. Honestly, this would be cool to get all of these tins. Some other boxes, booster bundles, I'm big on those. And then this pouch special honestly might be a nice grab, but who knows? They could print this into the oblivion too. The other big thing here is 32 special illustration rares. 32. That is a crazy number. 32 is a crazy number of special illustrations. That means every evolution. So, I mean, I don't even know off the top of my head, 8, maybe even more than 8 will have one, and then still 20 other freaking special illustrations. So this is about to be a banger set. And I mean, it's an evolution one, just like Evolving Skies. So whether or not you think it's going to do good is on you. The hype alone, I think, is enough to get your pre-orders in, at least maybe a little bit more than you would usually do for a set. Or if you really believe in it, if you really believe in the hype, fall into the hype, you can get more than you usually do. I don't know, it just depends how much of this I can find at market, like in stores, because I don't necessarily like paying over market for anything. I'm gonna get my pre-orders in, and then however many of these I can find at decent deals, I'll end up picking them up along the way. Now, this is all happening, and this set doesn't come out for another 2.5 months. So we got Surging Sparks dropping in like a couple days officially. And this might overshadow Surging Sparks just because the evolution craze is crazy. Nobody wants to miss out on the next Evolving Skies. And considering this is also evolution, it's just going to play into the fact in people's brains that, like, oh, I missed out on Evolving Skies, but this one's right here in front of my face. I got to get it. So who knows if that, that would make it do good initially, but who knows if that makes it do good in the long run. And as long as it's got good artworks and, the decent pull rates, and by decent I mean like semi-hard, it's gonna do all right no matter what. So that's pretty much all I got for this prismatic stuff. I'll make a lot more videos on this as it gets closer to release. Just some interesting news: the purchase limit being lowered literally within 3 hours. The next evolution set to come out, and then after this there's like a Team Rocket rumored set. So we're gonna see a lot of stuff and our wallets are all gonna be hurting after Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, and then whatever this Team Rocket rumor is. But yeah, there's the Prismatic Evolutions. Once again, we're in like a weird market. We're in a bull market where there's more people in the hobby coming in, more people buying, more people investing, causing prices to go up initially. And it's kind of like, it kind of defies the principles of like buy low, sell high, because prices are getting driven up because of more people and more demand in the market. So like, what is the low point now? Like, is 150 gonna be the low point for Surging Sparks off the pre-order? It seems like it, because I mean, just a week ago I was making a video and I was like, 125 for a box. If you don't have any, definitely, but if you already have some, maybe buy the Pokemon Center boxes. And now all of a sudden it's another $25 more. It's tough to read these markets, and I don't have a lot of experience in these markets. Bull markets don't happen very often, and like I said, I really got into the sealed side of things in COVID again. I was, doing stuff before that with Pokemon, but mainly just ripping open Sun and Moon packs. I got an ETB up there that I remember opening the other Sun and Moon ETB during that time, and I kept that one sealed somehow. I didn't have much restraint behind that, but I'm gonna make a lot more videos coming up about budgeting, Pokemon investing on a budget, because I'm a smaller investor. I say that all the time, and I think it could help a lot of new people in the hobby. So stay tuned for those, and let me know your thoughts on this little bull market we got going on, or this Pokemon boom. Sorry, not the Costco guys here, but that's all I got. I would say definitely get your pre-orders in. I don't know, those are gonna sell out maybe by December. I don't know. It's at the rate they're going, looks like they are. Like I've said before, Pokemon Center boxes just don't seem to get put back in stock. The exclusive ones, you'll still be able to find the normal Elite Trainer boxes once that finally releases in 2.5 months. But if you want the Pokemon Center ones, better get them at least before they sell out. So that's all I got on those. And like I said, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. I got several cool ideas. See you then.